Hello and welcome to episode 27 of our Timberborn Update 5 Waterbeaver playthrough here in cycle 27, day 7. That's a whole lot of 7s. Well, anyway, we are back at it once again with the Waterbeavers, and we've got lots to get done today. Primarily focusing on getting the Badwater bypass correctly put in, and fixing a couple things relating to that, and also optimizing the high ground district. And by optimizing, I mean completely removing, because it's just not working out. Pretty much everybody in the comments has said, just get rid of it. It's not worth it. It's going to be fine. So that's what we'll do. We'll just hit delete and delete, give that a yeet, and then everything else can just get attached the way it was. Just like so. In fact, I'm just going to put both of those paths in so these berry bushes don't grow back in. But yeah, it wasn't working out, folks. It really was not. So it is not over because we have the high ground. It is over for the high ground now. So stupid meme references aside, we do have a bunch of stuff going on up here that we need to have better access to. Specifically, the medium mine that does not currently have anybody working in it, but will at some point soon. We'll get that quartz going. We do have that storage down here that we placed that I, for some reason, can't click on anymore, but I can push tab and I can modify what goes in there, so that's fine. And we also have the ability to put another one of those up top with the addition of the skewer platforms, which I think is a fantastic option for us here. I'm not going to unlock it yet because we don't have very much science and we need to save it. But we can put 2 of those there, and then maybe even a third one, depending on how that was feeling to connect these. Or I can just, put the regular overhang walkway in. We got some time to figure it out. But outside of that, we really need to make sure that this gets filled back up, so I will put someone back in here. These trees do need to be watered, but they don't need to be watered urgently. However, we might as well just go ahead and do it. So that'll be fine there. Most of the rest of this is looking okay. We just have to keep track of what we're doing. The main focus, like I said, is going to be this up here. And as a bunch of you have speculated, and the architects of the original designs that I borrowed from have reminded me, these levees go away as soon as the land that they're attached to goes away. So we actually don't want any of these up here. So I'm going to go ahead and just completely remove all of these, because here's what we're going to do. We have to have the Badwater make its way through here into this channel. And I had erroneously thought that I had to raise the land over here when we could have easily just, dynamited this out to be lower here, which is kind of what we were going to do, but I didn't really get around to doing so. We don't even need the dynamite up here. It was going to be a huge waste of our resources to do it, so I'm going to remove all these. They can go away, along with, you know what? No, we have technology. I'll just do this. We won't place any of these down here. We will remove these trees, and also this. But what we're going to do is we're going to remove these trees, blast this down to the same level here, and then before it gets down to this area, blast it down again. Although when we do that, we're going to have to be careful to abide by the waterfall limitations, because there's only, what is it, 2 CMS or 1.8 or something can go off of one edge. We're going to have to do a little bit of finagling to get that to work the right way. But we're going to go ahead and get right on it. Pop this right here. I'm going to make this a 3 wide channel at the start because of the waterfall limit. It doesn't have to be 3 wide the whole way, but it does have to be 3 wide where it descends down a block so we can have enough faces to make sure it doesn't flood. So that will be what's happening here. Of course, all of this has to be removed. We'll get there in due time. But 3 wide, and then it'll step down here. We're actually going to go down 2 blocks at once, so it can be deep enough when we get down to this point. But there's plenty of stuff that they need to get to, and we will let them do just that. as time requires. Now we also, as many of you have suggested, could put a set of ladders going up and over this. But if we were going to do that, I think it would be better to utilize this space up here to grow some more crops by damming up either this area here or some other variant of buildings or levees or something on this side so that we would be able to do a nice big farm like we've done in this spot. But right now we're not really prepared for that. And another problem that we've run into is that since I dammed this up, this is always going to be polluted. It's always going to be bad water. So these showers really should not ever be here. And in fact, the inclusion of the pit and ladder lodges up here was probably ill-advised. And I definitely am seeing why now. Again, because this is now super polluted. I don't really know how to fix it, or if we can fix it. I mean, I can't put a water dump in the water beaver mod unless I use... where is that even? It's under irrigation. A Lido and a fluid dump. It's just, it's not working. This really was not a good choice. So if I ever want this to get clean, it's going to need to be without this pit and ladder lodge here. It was a good idea in theory, but in practicality, we're now seeing why that was probably not the right thing to do, which is unfortunate. These guys definitely need to be cleaning themselves. So for right now, the showers will go away. Sorry, Kurt and other shower enthusiasts, but it wasn't working. It was not going to be the right thing for us to be doing. We do still need to have the beavers clean themselves, so what's probably going to need to happen is that we put in showers elsewhere, or we use tank showers, or have some sort of other improvement therein. There's just so much that needs to get done before we can really do much of anything else, that I think we can pretty safely ignore a lot of what's happening over here and just do whatever makes the most sense to keep the beavers safe, fed, and watered. Hygiene doesn't really come into play there. We do have the river bath here, but the water is not deep enough for that to function, so that really wasn't the smart thing for us to put there. We're going to have to instead just kind of forsake the beaver's cleanliness here, unless we wanted to put, that's not the right thing, unless we wanted to put in tank showers, but those consume a lot of water. However, since we have all of this connected again, it's not that big of a deal to have tank showers up here. We just have to have haulers to move the water around. Alright, so all of that being said, I can't place that there because why? Because there's trees, I guess? Yeah. Where can I put one of these? Or two of these, or more than two of these? Doesn't seem like it's going to want to play nice with me, does it? Probably needs to be... Well, alright, until we have some other way that's better to go about this, I'm just going to put those right there. We have space here to put in a larger tank, now that I built this over the river here. Do we want to? I don't know. I would really love to put in these giant buried tanks, but I have to research them, and I don't have the science for it yet. That's been a comment that's showed up a couple times recently, and I do want to make you guys aware that I am reading all the comments, and I'm considering what you guys are having to say and your different ideas and stuff, but not everything can get done at the same time because science in this is so slow. It's going to get faster once we have the mechanical drills, but those also require a whole lot of work to get to, which, speaking of, I need to check and make sure what we haven't researched. I mean, obviously the ENS is probably going to be the next most important thing for us to do. We already have blueprints for the washing machine, the floodgate dams, which we're going to need. We have blueprints for the giant buried tanks, which is great. Large farmhouses, water wheel, and fancy water wheel. We do not have balloon traders. We do not have the super fertilizing irrigation tower bath. We do not have the ENS. And of course, there's other buildings that do research for the blueprints as well. But considering the amount of scaffolding we have is currently adequate, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to set the architect on the path to the ENS just because it's such a very long research. Oh, that's new. Lotus flower tea. Oh, crap. How do I make that? Lotus flower tea ostensibly being made from lotus flowers. Probably in the cookhouse, kitchen, mechanical, whatever. That is vegetable stew. That is mushroom stew. Here it is, lotus flower tea. So, oh, okay. Lotus flowers, I don't have any because why? I've got... Oh, the Handicrafter's Lodge isn't separating those, I don't think. Yeah, they were making dynamite, which I do still need. But for right now, I'm going to set them back onto plucked lotus processing. I do have this one doing plucked lotus processing, but for some reason... Oh, it's because they're full of nenuphars. Okay. Well, if that's the case... If that is the case, we can solve that really quick by putting in a large warehouse right here and set that to be for nenuphars, just so we can get that out of the way. Plucked lotus, plucked lotus, plucked lotus. How many plucked lotuses do you want me to pluck? That's going to be a whole lot of plucking. And here we go, flooding again. So the debate continues as to whether or not this blocks water going through. The mod creator who designed all this stuff has said that it probably does not block it, unless there's some sort of crazy spaghetti code that the game has that it has some sort of state that they're not aware of. So I doubt that's actually what's going on. I think it's just this is supremely kinked beyond belief for most of its travel, and I guess that is just the way it is. So this guy doesn't need to make the floodgate dam blueprints. He can make the ENS mechanical blueprints. Even though the mechanical drill blueprint we might need sooner. Oh man, we're going to have to make all sorts of garbage here. Spicy sodas. In addition to all this other stuff. But now the cooking house, for right now, I believe can make lotus flower tea. Because it's just the lotus flowers, logs, and water. The spicy soda, of course, being bramble flowers, water. And, oh, actually, no, we can make this right now. Because we don't have any of the, or these are being plucked slowly. Yeah, we can make spicy sodas. I just don't have anywhere to put them. So do I want to encourage the beavers to be drinking that stuff, though? That's the question. So I took out some other stuff here. I've got room... I got room to put a couple more of these tanks in, if I feel so inclined. You know, it might actually make sense to... Oh, this connects this way? Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. Here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. This cooking tent is going to go away. I should have checked to see what it was actually making, but we're going to rotate that bad boy 90 degrees. And then this tank is empty, this tank is empty. Guess what? These paths are going to leave. If I can click on them. And this actually will substantially improve our operations here. I can either put 2 more cooking tents, or I can put medium tanks, which I think we can all agree is a much better use of space. So this can have a storage for spicy sodas. It can have a storage for... lotus flower tea. It can have a storage for maybe we'll just keep on with the water storage. That's probably easiest. I know I can build these. That's not going to be a problem. This can start making the tar again. That shouldn't be a problem there. How are we looking? How are we looking here? Spicy sodas. Oh, why is this not prioritized by haulers? That's a terrible mistake. That should always have been prioritized. Easy, easy, easy. Alright, so we'll leave that alone. Come back over here to Explosion Land, where we are now... Wait, hold on. I thought I told this to go away. Alright, well that'll be easy enough to fix. So this is going to need to be done in stages. So I'm not going to put this down here right now because I need to be able to excavate down 2 blocks here. And then especially on this side, we're going to have to go down 3. So I can actually just go ahead and do these 2 at once. Remove these 3 trees. Get all the rest of this popped in place. I know they got a billion different things they need to be building. And that is just the unfortunate reality of playing water beavers with all these different things that have to get done. But this will be very, very, very good if we can get it finished before the next bad tide, which very likely is going to be in a couple days, so it's probably not happening. I wish I could justify spending the science on the double, triple, quadruple dynamite, but it is just so slow to get. I cannot in good conscience do that to myself. So that's done. I can now come back again. And of course, this just uses extra nitroglycerin if we were to do the doubles anyway, so it's probably fine. This, like I said, this is going down 2. This is also going to get turned into an outlet over here with one of the dams in place. That's why it's 3 wide here. But once it descends enough to get through here, then it'll go back down to 2 wide. You just got to play the game a little bit, you know, to do what you got to do. These ladders, I guess we could leave here. We might eventually want them, but we will need to build across here. So in the interest of, you know, actually accomplishing something, I'm going to go ahead and put in a suspension bridge here and here. And then we'll just move this across. Oh, good, it's going to be a drought. We can actually get something accomplished. But by doing that, we can come in with our dynamite and continue blasting. Although I'm not going to do this middle piece until I need to, just because it's going to be hard to get back on the inside of this. In fact, I really shouldn't do any of these yet. I can take these away. And I'm going to make it a little bit easier on myself by putting in... Oh, come on, fingers on the wrong button. A dynamite storage. I should have done this a long time ago. But this needs to be a priority construction here, because we're going to be doing a lot of blasting. Lots and lots and lots of blasting here. And I see spicy sodas. Okay, so those are being stocked there. Once we have 100, I will turn off spicy sodas and start making the lotus flower tea, because that needs to go over to our architect's lodge, which currently is actually doing pretty well, getting the rest of this stuff full up on pencil sets. The planks are going to be... Actually, we have 500 of them. I did not think it was going to be that easy. Scrap metal. No, we have enough. Almost. No, we do. Yeah, brain-boosting salts and the lotus flower tea are going to be our limiting factors here. The brain-boosting salts being produced at the alchemist. But the alchemist is currently making tar, so I can continue putting in these storages here. Can I... Yeah, I've got enough planks. I'm going to turn these water pump upgrades on. Not that one, because it hasn't been fully collected with the other stuff. But these two are fine. Alright. I knew they were going to take their sweet time doing this, but it is what it is. We just got to do what we got to do. So this, like I said, this is going to be the part where it goes down to be 3 deep from where I'm blasting currently, but this here will only be 2 deep, and then it'll condense into 2 wide, and then continue along here. We'll have to do a little bit more blasting on this side, this edge, and then it will follow this channel and spill off harmlessly here to where it can't possibly get back this way with no additional blasting. I am reasonably sure that will work. I think. Hopefully. Alright. This one is just about done. I'm going to set this for right now to obtain and prioritize. Hopefully that'll help these guys work a little bit quicker. This is all ready to go. So that's the depth that that needs to be. That means I can come back in and do this. Get these blasted down. And then, hopefully, once this is done, I can put my dam in place. Although, you know what? I think I can get away. I have to research this. It's 200 science. I can put this here. I don't think it would matter. But I would be much more comfortable having it fully inside the channel. So we'll see what happens. But before I get too carried away, I do desperately need to research that. I'm just not going to place it yet. I just want to make sure we're ready to go. And then I think I'm going to be okay for the time being, especially because it's going to be a drought pretty soon. I'm going to want to get the double height levee, but that again, that's 150 science that I don't really have a ton of yet. But once that's in place, these blockages can go away, and I can replace those with the double height levees so that all of the water from this, this, and this must come through this area or go out this way. We're just trying to keep my eye on the right spot here. I'm pretty sure I want both of the exits to be off of the same little pod here. So that way we're making sure we're always flushing completely through before any water escapes, versus having the good water output maybe here or here, where it possibly could have some weird flow direction changes. Oh, did I not do this? Okay. Let's fix that. All right, that's looking good. That is looking good. Working on this here. I probably should go ahead and prioritize this one specific piece of dynamite. And then get this one in as well. Just because it's already in there. And then they'll put this in as soon as I blow that up. Of course they go to the other ones. I guess that's what they were already programmed to be doing. It's fine. Get that done. Get that done. Both of these. Might as well. These 4 ready to go. And reminder that this is going to do a step down before we get to this part, so that has to go down. And then now that those have been placed, I have to do these. Remember, we always have to have somewhere to stand from which to drop our dynamite. So that's why that's happening the way it is. Alright, come on. We got half a day until the drought. You got no reason to be panicking. You got plenty of water. The only issue we're going to run into is, depending on the length of the drought, running out of water. I will, of course, be pausing all of these pumps during the drought so we don't completely suck this thing dry. But it will, unfortunately, continue to get sucked dry past this because of the way the dam is set up. This is just easier to deal with. I can't take the paths out because we, have to be over here. So we're going to have to be a little bit more careful with how we do this stuff. I don't know. It depends on how long the drought is. If it's 5 days, I'm not worried about it. If it's 8 days, we're probably going to have an issue. Get this hooked up. Yeah, they still have not done this single one. All right, come on. I'll just do it while I can. All right, hit me with this drought. How long are we talking here? More importantly, how are we doing with this? Okay, respectable. And okay, 5 days. I don't think that's going to kill our rice, even if we pumped it dry in 3 days. But I am going to become concerned about our lotuses, so what I will do is I will go ahead and just pause all of these. We don't need that. I know we're going to have some homeless beavers, but we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. I will pause the additional pumps on the top. I'm not going to pause the bottom ones over here just yet. But we will need to maybe think about that in the future at some point. Right now, though, everything is looking pretty okay. This is ready. This is ready. Beautiful. So now we can come in with our floodgate dam and pop that guy right there. This is now ready. This is just about to be ready. Then you know the drill. Should I have unlocked the double and triple dynamite? Probably. Did I want to deal with having to wait 100 billion years to get the rest of this? No, I did not. So again, that's why we have not done that. But this is now 3 deep. This will also need to be blasted 3 deep. But I'm not going to have to go 3 wide for the rest of this anymore. So it will just have to be a little bit here and then so on and so forth. Hopefully by the time we get to that, I'll have some extra science I can use to, you know, not have to keep clicking over here. But there's only so much we can do. The ENS also, by the way, has to be researched, even though we're getting the blueprints for it. And that's going to be 2,000 science. So since we are so beleaguered with science woes, let's see if there's any way we can improve this. It's the mushrooms, man. It's always the mushrooms. And the salts we need to make the blueprints for the ENS. So unfortunately, well, everything else is looking really good. I mean, I can put 10 beavers in here, but as long as they don't have mushrooms, they can't do anything. They're just going to have to... Wait, I paused this? Why did I do that? It was probably because I had staffing problems because districts are a mess. Well, it's unpaused now, folks. I thought I might have been smarter than that, but you know how this goes. I don't remember what I was going to put here. I really don't. Maybe I don't need it anymore because... Oh, hey, look, we got quartz. Nice. Very good. Where's my storage for the quartz? Is that over here? Here it is, 190. It's already full. Alright. Well, this is already completely full, and this is just about... Alright. These are not dead wild brambles, but I will need to have storages for the quartz. Oh, cool. This actually is going to let me build this here. Alright. Quartz away. Put it in the large warehouse. That might fill up sooner rather than later, but hopefully not. We got these guys chomping away at knowledge. Ha! Or should I say gnawing away at knowledge. It's okay, I'll be here all week. That was terrible, and I would like to formally apologize. Oh, good. Is this... Okay, it's the older style where it's only at 0.5, but this is exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I wanted to see going this high. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. This is a lot of logs and pine resin on here I don't want to have all the way over there. So let's move this down to... Why you... Stop that. You know, at some point this is gonna... There we go. Why can't I click? There we go. Today on YouTuber tries to use a game, I fail at clicking on things. So what are we waiting on? Logs, no surprise. Has the blueprint. Has the gears. Tar, okay, well the alchemist is still making tar, so that's fine. Scrap metal, okay, we're fresh out of that. But we'll have more before too long. Planks and logs are the biggest problem, but Fortunately, this is looking pretty good. I think I can safely deprioritize the dam because we don't need it right now, but we will absolutely need it in the future. I just need the dynamite to get done. That's our biggest problem. These lotuses are not going to be alive that much longer if the water level keeps going down. But I see, okay, they got about half a block. Still looking okay. We've made spicy soda. How much spicy soda have we made? Okay, this is one that needs the tea. Okay, 24 out of 100. I'll work with it. That's fine. I don't have more than one cooking house. I just have the mechanized kitchen house that cannot make the same things. Currently is trying to make fried rice, which it's actually fully stocked for. It just doesn't have power because we're in a drought. Oh, did this just dry out? It did. Oh, okay. Well, then why? I figured that this would have stopped it by now. Okay. Well, that's interesting development. I guess I didn't need to be worried about it, because this is not going to die before the water comes, hopefully, before the water comes back. And if it was, then I couldn't do anything about it anyway. Maybe should have kept a little bit better track of stuff. But 2.2 days, if I really am that desperate, which I hope I'm not, I could get rid of the dam upgrade and then just rebuild it. I don't think we need to be that desperate about rice. I think it's going to be okay. Hopefully. But for right now, we might be okay. I believe... Oh, you know what I could do? Is I could actually just remove the blockages. Because I'm not going to need them there until we have the ability to build out the... what's the word? The tall levees. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I really am. This needs to go down. Once again. This is actually ready to go. So I will set it off now, so we can get this a little bit better. That needs to go down one more. Actually... Oh, I should have planned out which one of these was going to have the bump out on it. There's a couple different ways to do this, right? I'm going to use, because I know they can't get here, I'm going to use this to illustrate. We can make, pretend the dynamite is the higher ground, so to speak. This would be, right here, 1 face, 2, 3, 4, 5 faces facing downstream. Or if we turn this around to where... This is the shape it would be in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's the same either way. But it all comes down to how we want it to fall and where we want it. Don't put that there. Alright, I guess poorly. I did not think they would already have that taken care of. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blast this straight across. I think it probably really doesn't matter, honestly. But it's going to be in our best interest to get it down as quickly as possible, which is why I think I'll just blast this one down 3 and this one down 3 and just leave this where it is. As long as it has enough space, which it should. And then we can combine it and go through here. This, of course, will still have to be trenched. Because this, by the time we get down there, this will still be 2 deep. This has to go down minimum of 2. This will go down 3. And then by the time this goes down 2, it'll be the same level as this right here. So what I can do to disincentivize anything coming back is I can put one of the... No, I can't. I forgot. Well, we'll just have to blast the center of this out to be slightly deeper so it channels it out the outside here. Let's check on the lotuses. Good, those are still okay. What's our water level? Oh, we're perfect. We're golden. I think our rice will be saved. I just need the science to keep coming. The mushrooms are just not fast enough, man. What was going here? Oh, that's the mushrooms. Let's prioritize. I can't believe we hadn't done that already. Mushrooms, supply. There we go. So this is the one they should be depositing them into. These are already prioritized. Well, that one was. Now this one is. This has quartz going into it. These guys are haulers, so that's good. This is fine. I guess there's not really much else we can do except wait. And continue precision placing bombs. You know, as one does. That'll go there, and then this has to go down 2 more. Each of these have to go down 2 more. I think they can still do that. There goes that one. And then this piece will go down. I don't know if they're going to finish this before the end of the workday. Probably not. Yeah, because this one hasn't even been started yet. But I can go ahead and get that done. Oh, here comes somebody. They're working on the dam? Yes. Okay, yeah, the tar is going to take a while to get up here. It's not the end of the world. This has been placed, so that I can go ahead and detonate so we can put the rest of these in. And then I think I might want to hug the edge of the cliff here. But when we get to that part, I'm probably just going to bite the bullet and use the double dynamite. Alright, how are we looking? Is the Lotus looking good? These are 1.3 days, 1.3 days. Alright, we know we have like 15 days before the drought is over. Or not the drought, the next possible bad tide. So I think, taking a look at this, it's not down far enough for it to be an issue in getting the water downstream. Not yet. The most important thing is that these lotuses don't die out, because that's very annoying. But if we could save the rice too, that sure would be nice. 1.3 days, I think we can do it. 0.7? Probably not. Pretty soon, though, this will no longer be any of our concern, because we will have solved all of these problems. By pretty soon, I mean maybe. Yep, that should start overtopping very shortly. There it goes. Get this blasted down once again. There that goes. And then, okay, well this tree is going to have to go away, but I don't think I have a hold on. Oh, it's taking the path of least resistance now by just coming off of here. That works too. For now. For now it works. We're going to have to be a little bit better about this as we continue working to make sure that we don't completely screw anything else up. But the water is here. It's coming through here. It's not through here yet, but it should be very, very, very soon, because now it's coming in a lot quicker. Yep, it is flowing now. Come on, don't make me a liar here. I know some of this is probably already dead, but all this has to do is just overtop right here. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Come on. Come on. Come on. Now I'm actually worried about this. There's nothing else I can do about it. I guess I could unpause this one fluid dump and they could start dumping the water right. Oh, of course it comes in from up top first. Come on, just hold on. At least half of this. I'm so tired of babysitting rice, you have no idea. At least this is getting pretty close. Alright. I gotta put in stairs to get up here to babysit the trees and all that garbage. So that goes away, that goes away. The science is just so slow. I thought it would be better, but it's not. I'm being crippled by my science production. And it cannot possibly get any better until it gets much worse. They have to wait so long. Because I need the tar. And I can't make oh, am I out of coal? I kind of am. Okay. That's making salt, which I have almost none of. Iron, we no longer need to worry about. Make coal. I need coal right now. Of course, I'm going to be asking in 20 minutes or next episode or whatever, why do I not have any iron? How did I run out of iron so quickly? It's fine. At least this is watered now. And we saved the majority of the rice. Okay. Dynamite, dynamite, dynamite. If I do the triple, then I'm always going to be blowing up triples. I think that's most of what I need to do up here is triples. The nitroglycerin situation is kind of precarious. I actually don't see any. Well, that takes three dynamites, which I only have 3. Oh, this mod, I swear, is a never-ending wild goose chase. Now, instead of plucking the lotuses so I could get the materials to make my other stuff, now I gotta make more dynamite. And I need the nitroglycerin to make dynamite. I also need the nitroglycerin to make more nitroglycerin. Or not make more nitroglycerin, but to use in my doubles and triples. So you know what? We're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to painstakingly cut every single one of these. You know, I can't be mad about it. I chose this. I picked this for myself. When I said, I'm going to do the water beavers again. It'll be fun. And it is fun. But there's some parts of it that are not. There's some parts of it that are very not fun. It's just the way it goes, folks. You just gotta do what you gotta do. And I really, really hope we can get at least part of a channel complete before the next bad tide, because if not, it's gonna be a bad time. So you know what? I might as well. I might as well just do it this way. Might as well, because it's all got to come down, right? So that'll go just like this. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. It's too wide. Every single juncture except here where it doesn't need to be. We're not... It's so slow. Oh, it's such a slow process. I really... But if I want another one of these... This is the problem with this. If I want more dynamite, I gotta have more handicrafters lodges. But that doesn't matter if I don't have enough nitroglycerin, because the alchemist is the only one who can make it. And if I want to make another alchemist, I've got to go to the factory, and I've got to make another set of laboratory glassware. Oh, crap, I can do that now. Because I have quartz. Alright. Alright, crisis averted. We're good. We're good. Oh, I should not be this this excited by this. Where am I going to put another one of these things? That's the other problem, is I just run out of space. Why did I put cauldrons here? Well, regardless, this will be an okay spot for another little storage. Now, where's the alchemist? Where's the alchemist go? Is it under... No, I thought I already did this. Oh, here it is. Yes, this can go here. That'll be fine. This will be set to nitroglycerin. We should being the operative term, be able to get laboratory glassware without too much pain. This is currently just needing to get the quartz, which will come over here in due time. Very, very slowly. But after that, it's only 12 hours to make a bit of laboratory glassware. There is hope yet. Meanwhile, this continues on at a snail's pace. But it's fine. We'll get it done. Do I set this off now? I think I might have to. I think I might have to. Just so I can have at least some sort of a channel in place when the stuff hits the fan. We got 10 days. We got 10 days, hopefully. Hopefully we can make it work. The water situation is... it's worse than I thought. Did I... Oh, that's right, because there were not enough empty beds because I paused the housing. Yeah, okay. I know. I've made tactical errors. It's just the way it is. But we do need to pump. Are we at least making progress with the spicy sodas? Oh, good. I can finally stop making those. Alright, you are now making Lotus flower tea. So, you know what? I believe this is all of the ingredients for the ENS. No, it's not. It's the brain-boosting salts, which also have to be made in the Alchemist. Alright, fine. Fine, we'll make brain-boosting salts. I don't have this... See, I told you, it's a rat's nest, man. I gotta make the strong alcohol. This is currently making pollution resistance factor. Now it's making strong alcohol, not out of wine. Now it's making strong alcohol out of half-fermented sake. But the problem now is I'm not making sake because I don't have rice. Because I use the... Oh, no, I do have rice. Okay. Crisis averted. Oh, no. Crisis not averted. What's happening here? What is happening here? No. Get in here immediately. These soybeans take so long to grow. You better get in here. Cater Potato. I know you watch these videos. Get in here. Get in here. Where are you? Where are you? Don't let me down. Don't let me down. Even though I just employed you. Oh, you're gonna let me down. Oh, no. Oh, this is a catastrophe. All of these... They're not soybeans. All the green peas. Half of them, at least. Did not survive. Well, now we have learned not to deprioritize the irrigation lodge. I wonder who made that choice. Spoiler alert, it was me. It was not a smart one. Oh, that was almost... that was almost a bad time. Alright. We're still looking okay. We're still looking okay. I will not be using the double dynamite. I will once again be using the most painful process possible. Still waiting on tar. Although this honestly isn't the most important dam for us to have. I probably should have blasted this out first. It's okay. You live and you learn. As long as nothing goes terribly horribly. How are we looking on this? Nice. 18% of the way through. I'm gonna just keep making laboratory glassware, because I feel like we should absolutely always have it. So I've got this alchemist here. I guess I should... Oh, you know what? Actually, this is closer to the Badwater, so this would be a good one to have make the... whatever that is, brain-boosting salts. Which right now they can't make because there's no strong alcohol, and there's no strong alcohol because there's no half-fermented sake, but there is, theoretically, rice to make sake with. The rest of this is making methane. These are making... Oh, cool, this one actually is brewing sake. Why is none of this prioritized by haulers? I really should have done that a lot sooner than I did. Okay, how are we, looking here? Looking good. Today on Individual Dynamite Simulator. Alright, so that's got to go there. At least this bit's done. That was going to be one of the most annoying ones to make. But now we are truly out of dynamite. So this is going to follow all the way into here, and I'll just go straight through this. I think that'll be fine. If I can get even just the smallest bit of a channel here, it should help in our Badwater diversion efforts, even if it's not fully complete. It is day 6. There's still hope, but there is a lot that still needs to be happening here. 445 science. Okay. So now I have a decision to make. I need to do a giant tank. Do I want the bottom entrance for 400 science, or do I want the top entrance for 500? The bottom entrance would be better if I built into the side of a cliff, and the top entrance would be better if I just dug a hole. I think the top entrance would be easier to work with, but that's 500 science. So I would have to have a 3x3 hole to put the thing in. I don't really have a great spot for any of that right now. Up here actually would be a good place for it, but again, there's not that many great spots. Oh, this lumberjack flag is done. Is it? Okay. Well, let's see if there's anything. I could have them cut these brambles up. You know what? Yeah. Let's do that. Give them something to do at least. I can only go on that far. That'll be okay because I have all this marked anyway. Quartz is looking good. How are we, oh good, this is, oh, nobody's working here because I don't have enough beavers. But Badwater logs and strong alcohol make the brain boosting salts. We need more strong alcohol, which means this needs to go, but I can't until we have more half-fermented sake. I don't have the alcohol distillation from the chestnut beer because I don't have chestnut beer. What a tangled web we weave. Not when first we practice to deceive, but when first we attempt to play water beavers. Although maybe there's a little bit of that goes hand in hand, depending on who you ask. Alright, so that is working. I regrettably cannot build the dam on top of a hole, so this will need to be replaced with the 2 high. So the easiest way for us to go about doing the rest of this is to blast another thing right here. I'm going to move this to be 1 more block south. It's probably not actually south, but for the sake of argument. I'm going to take this strip out, blast it down 2 again, and then go off to the side. There will get another dam here. This will be the one we open during a good season. This will be the one we open during a bad season. Oh, I should have had them do these first instead of these ones up here, but hey. It's fine. While I'm here, I might as well get rid of these terrain blocks, but I'm going to choose not to focus on that. I need them to have some sort of a passage through here. Even if it's not going to get all of it out. It can help. Day 8. In theory, halfway through the maximum length of time that we won't have a bad tide, including the run-up to it. Okay, we still have a deficit of about 30 jobs. What is not being worked at right now? One of the alchemists isn't. Cooking tents, the one that hasn't been built yet is not going. So this was the braised cabbage, this was pumpkin chips, this one is rice balls, and this one was set to braised cabbage again. I guess that's fine. The Copyist Lodge. I don't want to pause, but I guess I could. They're not doing anything. Yeah, I'll just deprioritize that. That saves 1 job. Water pumps are almost all working except the one that hasn't been finished. The upgrade. Distillery is working. The factory is not hauler prioritized. Well, that didn't seem to matter. Farms are fine. The florist I didn't even build yet. I put that down like 10 episodes ago, at least. Haven't bothered with it. The fluid dump. Oh, this doesn't need to be turned on. Pause that immediately. Everything else... Oh, the irrigation lodges that aren't irrigationing. Well, it's not a problem yet, so we'll worry about that later. That one's fine. That one's fine for now. Library is looking okay. Log gnawing stations are gnawing in logs. Lumberjack flags, lumberjacks barns. The mine has nobody working there. Well, that's okay, because we don't really need that much quartz right now anyway. That mushroom grower is paused. Paper mill, don't care. Pass through, don't care. Don't care. You know, I think it's okay. I think we are doing okay. The tall and narrow lodges never really needed to be a thing. I just use them as dams, so I can deprioritize that. Wait, hold on. Oh, these are the ones that I never connected to paths. I guess technically these were being used as dams, but I'm not trying to use them as dams, so I'm gonna just decide that I'm not breaking the rules here. Yeah, this needs to continue ASAP. Why is there no more dynamite? Am I run out of something to make the dynamite with? The nitroglycerin is going to be a problem real quick, and it seems it already is because I don't have 10 of it. Alright, because I don't have the strong alcohol. Nitroglycerin can be made with the sunflower oil, which we have a decent bit of, so I know this will work out okay. Boy, we got all sorts of excitement today, don't we? We're working on it. So, laboratory glassware is going to need a storage so I can keep making more of it, because I think that's what's happened. It's stopped. Medium cauldron storage, you are now glassware storage. So they can keep making that, because I know I'm going to need more of those in the future. And it has a use for our methane, which is always good. Alright, have they placed any more? Wow, they have actually. I just don't have this in here yet. Hopefully this gets done soon-ish. I'll get these corner pieces in first, because that is going to be the most important thing to get done. These have not yet even gotten on the radar. We are still waiting on tar. That's going to be a problem because I stopped producing it. The salts I don't have. Alright, I'm just going to turn this back onto tar. Oh, there's nobody working here. Okay. Well, now there's somebody is. Because I need to have tar so I can do everything else. And I still don't know how or where the best place would be to put a set of ladders going up here. I mean, this is already here. These stairs, they don't have to stay there. This is really not a great place to put scrap metal. That probably shouldn't have been left here. I want it to be a relatively straightforward path. This actually would not be a bad place to go up if I just, you know what? If I just put this here. The only problem is this uses metal. And I don't have, I mean, I got 200 of it, but let's see, 2, that would be 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32. And then I guess I'll just put a staircase up here. I know they can't build all of these unless I put the bridges every 2. No, it's a little, I'm not going to say cheaty, because this has been directly endorsed by the person who made the mod, but it does seem a little bit, well, it's fine. Getting across this, getting over it, if you will. Never played that game. Looks frustrating. I'm sure I would absolutely throw my computer out the window if I did. Maybe it's fun. I don't know. But getting over this and having any amount of access to over here, I think, was something I should have done a long time ago, and I just never did. So we can just make this a eventual priority and get there when we get there. But I do know that having direct access to this entire thing is long overdue. Would I want to be on this side of the... I think I would, yeah. So I will put that staircase there. We'll put the dam, or not the dam, the ladder right there. This would have to go across here. You know, I should have done this at the beginning of the episode so they would have actually finished it. But, you know how this goes. If you've watched my videos at all, which, congratulations, as of right now, you're watching my videos. In case you somehow weren't aware. This is how this always goes. And this one they can build from the top or the bottom, if they so choose. I'll give them the option to do both. Alright. There we go. We're making progress. Very slow progress, but we are making it. Oh, this needs to go in. That needs to be a priority immediately. But all of these corner pieces that I was so worried about are in. It's day 11. Will we have even the tiniest pass through here before it's too late? And the other question is, will I have the ability to divert it with the dam to not go this way before it's too late? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. You know what's going to be really funny is when they build these ladders before they do anything else. Although this would drastically decrease the transit distance to get over here and make it so they don't have to go through all this mess. Possibly keeping them from being Badwater infected to a completely extreme degree. It is maybe not what we should be focusing on at this exact moment in time. How's the, yeah, they still haven't even gotten all the brain boosting salts. No surprise there. But, how are we doing? Oh, they also need the brain boosting salts. And that's the only thing they need? Alright, and this is making the nitroglycerin for the dynamite that we also desperately need. Oh boy, so many needs, so little time. The tar is still being produced. Very slowly, I might add, but it is being produced. I really need a third alchemist, which I think I can build, actually. Oh no, the video's already over an hour. Good thing you guys aren't going to complain about that. Legitimately, because we don't need to have this discussion again. We've talked about it a billion times. If you're watching episode 27 of the Waterbeavers, you know exactly what's up. You know exactly what we're about here. Hold on, was that actually the correct spot the whole time? No. Flip it? Yeah. Alright, that's going to be where the next one of those guys goes. And that one will be making the brain boosting salts. Or I could switch it around so it makes a little bit more sense. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're just trying our best to avoid ecological catastrophe here, you know. Normal. All right, are you building this one first? Because oh no, you're putting stuff in the dam. All right. Now we're at the point where all of this needs to be prioritized. This needs to be the first stuff we do. Not just the dam, although the dam is very important, and it will be built even if it's deprioritized. Apparently, 69 out of 100 tar. We have at least 3 full days to get the remaining 31. I don't think it can make 31 in 3 days. Which one's making the tar? 5 hours to make 3 tar. Okay, so if it had all the... Oh, why is this not prioritized? That was stupid. This isn't even finished yet. That one's prioritized. That's good. That would have been embarrassing if I hadn't done that. This isn't prioritized. What am I doing? What am I doing? Clearly not that. Okay, they've started building up from there. It's like the world's worst play-by-play. It's like having a play-by-play of a... Actually, I'm trying to think of something that would be boring to have a play-by-play of. But honestly, I've seen so many parody videos where the guys pretend they're sportscasters and they play-by-play like boring stuff, like painting a wall or whatever. They actually make it seem entertaining. So who knows? Maybe everything is worth watching. To a certain degree, those of you in the comments, I know you're firing up those fingers right now, trying to think of the most depraved thing possible. I'm not talking to you. But everyone else who appreciates simple things in life, I am talking to you. So we got 2, 4, 6, 10. We got 15. 15 pieces of dynamite left to have at least some bit of diversion available. And it has not yet gotten the 3-day warning for either a bad tide or a drought. So I think we might possibly stand a chance. And you know, once they get this overland pass thing gone, then we're gonna be cooking. Gonna be looking pretty good. They still, are you serious? They still have not built this? Oh, what happened to my clay pot? Is it on the ground? Surely it would be on the ground because it wouldn't get destroyed, right? Well, that would be an interesting problem to have to solve. How do I even make one of those? Is that in, no. No. Well, now I'm going to get caught with my pants down because I don't remember how to make a clay pot. Timber trees, I have failed you. I am sorry. I do not have you currently open. Where? Oh, no. Where am I supposed to go to put this in? Well, I'll look it up when I'm done recording. It's not that mission critical right now. I'm just surprised I don't have one sitting on the ground. Oh, good, it's a drought. Wait, it's right here. I can't even talk right. I'm so upset about this. Why can they not pick up the clay pot? That doesn't have to go in a storage thing. Oh, it does. Okay. Never mind. Glorious storage for the clay pots. That's why that hadn't been going this whole time. Sheesh. Brain boosting salts yet again. Oh, there's no beaver in this, of course. Badwater, logs, strong alcohol. I don't have strong alcohol. No, I do. Okay. Never mind. We're going to do it. We are going to do it. Nitroglycerin getting made here. Tar getting made here. We need 16. 16 tar. And now we are closer and closer and closer to getting this up and running. I told you we're going to get it done. Asterisk. Something will be done. And I have 777 science. Which means I should go ahead and unlock the tank just so we have it. From the top. But the problem now is I have to blast a 3x3x3 hole that is 3 deep. Well, that would imply the 3x3x3 bit being 3 deep. And that requires dynamite that I currently need to use for this other stuff. It's fine. It's fine. We have a drought coming up. We're not going to be in that bad of a spot. I just need to make sure this is in... Oh, it's not in range. Alright, that was almost a disaster. That's in range now? Yes. Anybody coming up the stairs? Yes. So I'm not going to set this off. Never mind, they're going the other way. I am going to set it off. But I'm not going to have this go all the way out yet because there's no outlet for the drought water to go this way. Well, that actually looks kind of cool. If it was bad water, it would be substantially terrible, but it's not. Now I have extra science, extra quote-unquote. I can unlock the tall levees, which is something I was going to try to do. Yeah, I'll just do it. Because this means this blockage can get demolished. And so can this one. And so can this one. I could just demolish these. And then by the time we actually have a bad tide, all these double high levees will be in place. Everything will be okay. And we won't have to worry about it. Okay, I'm not going to set that off yet. But now... Oh, look at this. Look at this. I just need this one here to go in. I wish I could go faster on this game. Oh, come on. It's exciting. But we have to wait. Alright, so that just needs to go again. One more, and then I can place these as well. Then we can build yet another floodgate dam. Even though this one is just about done. Oh, good, because this is already set to 2. That means that the moment it's complete, it'll just completely block all water from going through here. And we can save our good water from going off the side of the map once I detonate this. That is good news. I just wish the dynamite was a little bit quicker. I guess I could have this other handicrafter's lodge make dynamite too, but the nitroglycerin situation is also not great. We've got the plucked lotuses. Can't do anything because we have filled up our nenifar storage. Alright, you can make explosives too. That's fine. We have paper. I just need to have more nitroglycerin, and they need logs, saltpeter, sunflower oil. This one is making the tar that we still need to keep making a bunch of. Man, they never filled the spicy sodas or the lotus flower tea or anything. Brain boosting salts again, man. It never ends. I need this strong alcohol. Faster, this can be prioritized. Everything should be prioritized. How are we looking here? Nothing else here. Nothing else there. They haven't demolished any of these. I guess they're busy. But this glorious piece of engineering, this floodgate dam is in fact floodgated and dammed. And it is beautiful. It is working. And I finally can do this and then ignore it. That feels good. Those two go away. Yes, friends, we are in a much better position now than we have been in a very long time in this playthrough. The only problem is going to be when we have no water left in here, because I'm almost certain this is going to be a long drought. The last one was only 5 days, and even then some of the rice died. At least I don't have to pause buildings anymore. At least not the ones that I don't want to pause. That's done. That's done. Oh, you know what? We're actually closer than you think to having this whole thing completely situated here. That's a reason to celebrate. Getting some good stuff done. At the speed of smell, no less, but these last three I'm going to hold on to. Yeah, because I'm going to want to, once they get rid of these blockages, we can let a little bit more water out, and then it'll be instantaneous to let the rest of the water out when the drought is over. Go ahead and get that set off. That set off. Every little bit counts, folks. Every little bit. Alright, how long of a drought is this going to be? And we are unfortunately going to have to end the episode too. Right when we're so close. 6 days. 6 days. Alright. So I hit pause immediately because I'm going to not close these. I will pause the additions, but I'm not going to close these buildings down because I don't need the population to crash. But I do want them not to be pumping. So that closing these additions will also help stabilize the labor a little bit. But you guys have to promise in the comments to remind me to turn the limit on the deep water pumps off for the next episode. But for the benefit of our rice here, I would like very much not to have to replant it. Everything else is good. There's no more water pumping down here at all, but nobody's been kicked out of their homes. And now this is looking, well, it's actually looking the same, but I guess we can let these guys keep putting the dynamite down while we start the process of finishing today's episode. Once I get those detonated, it should be pretty much good to go. Anyway, you see the name scrolling by on the screen. These people make it possible to continue these series well into the late episodes, and we truly could not do it without them. So if you're a beard booster, thank you very much for your support. Generosity makes it possible to keep doing these and other series. I'm going to detonate this dynamite. Don't worry, I already showed you what that looks like, so you don't need to really be that upset about not seeing it through the wall of names. But I can't say it enough. You guys make it possible. Could not do it without you. And even if you're not on that list, I just want you to know that I'm thankful you watch these videos as well. It is very fun to get to interact with you guys in the comments and in the live streams and everything. And I'm just glad you're here. I'm glad we get to share this time together. So keep your eyes peeled for more of this series on Thursday, still on the Thursday-Sunday release schedule. And then we'll see about when the other series end, maybe putting a third episode of the Waterbeavers in weekly, depending on which series ends first, whether it's Penguins or Prison Architect. Both of those are getting very, very close within the next couple of weeks. Both of those should be concluded. and then we'll see what ends up happening, but there's plenty of stuff left to do in this series. Plenty of stuff left to do in the Folktales series, plenty of stuff left to do in the Iron Teeth live stream series. You get the point. There's a whole lot of stuff going on, and I want you to make sure that you can be a part of it if you so choose. So would love to see you back there. I've got a couple more dynamites to put in, and then we're going to put that that other dam in place, and then we'll be done. Just so I make sure I don't forget anything else while we are doing all of this. But I am very pleased with this this Badwater diversion that we've got going on here. I did not think it was possible, but you guys made it possible with your ideas and all the discourse and everything, so I'm very, very thankful for that. This is finished. The Floodgate Dam second part is now being built, so we can go ahead and say goodbye, friends. I'm sure they'll keep themselves busy, but that'll be a next episode problem for us to solve. Again, thanks very much for being here. I appreciate you, whatever it is you're doing with the rest of your day. Stay safe, have fun, and we will see you later. Bye-bye.